What's up everyone? I'm Matt with Ozark Overland Adventures, and I am currently at what has got to be the coolest, most amazing camping spot that I've found in all of Arkansas. I mean, it is just so awesome. We call it the Cave. I don't know if it has an official name or not, but you can see there's got this bluff line with this overhang right behind me. It is at the base of Forked Mountain, which, as you saw from that intro footage, is just on fire right now with fall colors, and is probably the most beautiful I have ever seen it. It's just a short walk up an easy hiking trail. Right over there is this gorgeous little cascade. I think it's called Forked Mountain Cascade, but I'm not real sure. But I mean, this is incredible, and this is why I get out and explore and do what I do, is to find really cool stuff like this. So what I'm doing today is just picking up where I left off on the last Ouachita trip. I am going to explore a little bit further west. I'm actually going to cross Highway 7 and go a little bit west of that. And the fall colors are just amazing all around right now. I think it's going to be a beautiful day. So thanks for joining along with me. I think we're going to have fun.
Ozark Overland Adventures is proudly supported by the More Expo, the Midwest's only indoor event for adventure travel enthusiasts. Artemis Overland Hardware. They have the passion and knowledge to ensure that your next outdoor experience is more than a camping trip, it's an adventure. And Long Creek Overland, your source for Ozark Overland Adventures merchandise and more.
Well, this is another really nice campsite on the back side of Forked Mountain, and I can see it just through the trees. I think this may be where the hiking trail to get up there begins. I'm not real sure, but it's a gorgeous little spot. Not exactly level, but you could get multiple rigs up here, so definitely going to mark this one on the map. Currently checking out this little spur that looks like some potential of some bluff line views with this stream over here, so we're gonna find out. Cedar Creek Lake. Huh, never heard of it. This way. Okay. I do not see a lake on the map. Oh, yep, there's a lake. I had no idea. Oh, wow. That's a nice little lake. There's already people camping up here, which means there's a really nice camp spot here. So I'm gonna do a U-turn and get out of here. But yeah, this is nice.
Well, I'm very confused. This green line here, that was kind of my pre-planned route. That didn't exist anymore, even though it's on the motor vehicle use map. So going down this way to see what's down here. Well, that didn't go anywhere. Let's see. Right dead end. It had potential on the map, but nothing. I've officially made it over to Highway 7, and I'm gonna zip up the road here just a little bit, get off on dirt again. Oh, that's so gorgeous. So beautiful. And now we are in Hollis. And the famous Hollis country store. I am pulling in here for lunch. I have heard amazing things about this place. It's kind of like the Ozark Cafe of the Ouachitas. And I'm gonna check it out. I've heard they have amazing sandwiches. Let's see, got the ham and cheddar cheese, onions, lettuce, mayonnaise, mustard. That's a good sandwich. I mean, to be honest, it's the exact same sandwich I could make at home. I don't know what kind of meat they use, but it's really good. But for some reason, when someone else makes your sandwich for you, it's automatically better. I don't know why. I've got one thing that I want to check out on this side of the highway. And then we're going to the west side of the highway. This isn't a bad campsite. You could fit quite a few rigs in here. Let's go look down here. The river is very low. I don't know if it's showing up in the camera or not, but the reflections in the water right here, just gorgeous. It's a really wide spot. Doesn't look like it's very deep though. Might be good fishing. Maybe. If you watched my last video on the Ouachita National Forest called Sadness and Despair, there was a water crossing that I ended up walking to. Beautiful spot. It's actually around the corner from here on the other side. Man, I wish you could cross there and end up over here. It'd be fantastic, but nope, not gonna do it.
All right, got another dilemma here. This is just downstream or upstream, I'm not sure which, from the one in the last, from the water crossing in the last video. And it looks like there's a very clear trail through the creek bed. My Jeep's just right over there. That comes down here, and it's there's a water crossing, and trail picks up on the other side. But according to the maps, this isn't legal. So I genuinely am not sure why this is here. Maybe they don't care. I don't know. I mean, this is a beautiful spot. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. And I know where that goes because I was over there last time. There is a legal trail up there, but this isn't it. So, I mean, places like this, it's frustrating. So know the area that you're going in. I mean, before I came out and explored today, I studied the maps. Made sure that, you know, everywhere I planned on going was legal, and verified closed sections with the interactive visitor map. I'll put a link to that in the description. It's real handy. But I know these aren't on the motor vehicle use map, so well, no, just know before you go, because it would be real easy to just think this is a legal crossing. I don't know. I mean, maybe locals use it all the time and no one cares. I don't know, but I'm not going to be the guy who crosses it, and definitely not going to tell you to cross it, because that would be irresponsible of me. So anyway, know before you go, please. I mean, the last thing we need is people doing these types of trails not knowing. I mean, you know, ignorance is bliss, I guess. But not knowing, I mean, generally not knowing. I don't think anybody's doing anything, you know, malicious. But, you know, and then getting caught, and just adding fuel to the fire to shut other areas down. So, I don't know. Just want to be responsible. All right, so just like I did in the last video, let me show you. I'm looking at the interactive visitor map. It's just an app called Visitor Map that you can download for offline use. And this right here is the trail that crosses the water. And you can see the stream there. And on the other side of that, it says road closed. I mean, you can very clearly, road closed. It's red with X's. This is where I was last time, right here. I walked down to here, but all of this is closed. So there you go. I mean, very simply on the map here, road closed, even though it looks obvious, you know, when you're there, but it is a closed road. So not going. I'm gonna go back and head out that way. Let's talk real quick about being prepared when you go out and do this type of thing, because I've never been on these trails before. One main dirt road earlier, the campsite that I started out the video on this morning, I'd been there before, but ever since then, this is all new to me. And so to be prepared, I did study the maps. So I knew coming here what that was. I didn't realize that there was an actual, you know, what looked to be a legal water crossing there, but there is. And so I studied the maps before coming out. I have all of my recovery gear in my Jeep. I've got it all. I did not choose to air down today because, based on, you know, my previous trips out here, didn't really know that I needed to. I do have my equipment if I need to air down at some point. If I hit a trail that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna need more traction on that one, I'm gonna air down, or maybe that's just gonna be too rough, so I'm gonna air down to make it more comfortable. I can, and then I can air back up. So, you know, I've got what I need. And as far as recovery gear goes, you know, I see a lot of people going out without, you know, without recovery gear. And in a situation like this, I mean, that's just foolish. Because unless you are very familiar with an area, who knows what you're gonna find? Maybe a mud hole that looks unassuming, and, you know, boom, you get stuck. Could be a tree across the road, and maybe the trail's too narrow to actually turn around, so you need to clear that tree. You know, be prepared. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to buy the super fancy bougie recovery gear. You don't have to buy the bougie expensive traction boards. You don't need to buy all the expensive stuff. Just having something. And I do want to point out, you know, I used to run a Warren winch. I made a video on it. But I see people ask all the time, what's a good budget winch? And while I don't think you should go just dirt cheap on a winch, because your life literally could depend on it, you also don't have to spend thousands of dollars on a winch either. And yeah, I've made a video on this one. It's the Panther series winch from Open Road 4x4. You know, they did send this to me and I've been testing it out. And honestly, I've been very impressed with this. It's got an IP67 rating, which is why I wanted it, because of all the water crossings I do in the spring. Well, this will get wet, and water is what toasted my last Warren. And I love the clutch mechanism. It comes with synthetic line. It's a 13,000 pound winch. They do have lesser pounded winches, but for the Gladiator, that's what I wanted. And it's fantastic. It has wireless remotes. It has a wired remote just in case batteries go dead. And it's been a really solid winch. So you don't have to spend a crap ton of money, but you do need to spend some and be prepared when you're, you know, going out and doing this, because you never know what's going to happen. And I don't currently have cell signal, so if something happened out here, hopefully I'd find a hunter, or I'd be walking a whole lot to find cell signal. So there you go. There's your public service announcement of the day. Good. Well, that was definitely one of the best hill climbs I've ever encountered in the Ouachitas. That was good. I like that one a lot. If the rest of this day is nothing but dirt roads, this trail has absolutely made my day. It has just a little bitty
you know, touch of fun and technical and some washouts and a steep hill climb there. And then it's just been beautiful in this little upper section. But so glad that I kept on exploring and found this. Very nice little gem in the Ouachita National Forest. Well, I'm off that trail and back on some of the main dirt roads, but I'm now officially west of Highway 7 in an area that I've never been in before, so I'm excited. And gosh, look at the colors. This looks like I'm driving through a tunnel of yellow. It's so pretty. Be a beautiful water crossing in high water. Weevil over there. Oh. Is quite the high water bridge. I'm disappointed that's not a water crossing. The sun is starting to set, so it's time to figure out how I'm gonna get back to the highway. I've officially made it back to pavement, and it has been a good day. It's been a very good day. Found some really nice gems in the Ouachitas. A lot of beautiful colors with the fall foliage, so very happy with today. But it is time to head home. I'm running out of daylight that I can film with, so if I continued on, it would be pointless for the video, and I wouldn't be able to see what I'm doing because this is all new.
If you would, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Check out longcreekoverland.com for all of our Ozark Overland Adventures merchandise. And if you want to see the amazing places that I found today, including some really epic campsites, check out our Patreon. The link's in the description. Really appreciate that special group of people who chooses to support us in a very tangible way, and couldn't do this without them. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.